EA Access. This isn't something new, this is something that we've, seen for a lot of Need for Speed games, and today we're going to give you the rundown on everything you need to know about pre-ordering Need for Speed Heat, about EA Access, early access, is it worth it, should you save your pretty pennies and not bother with it, is basically going to be the point of today's video. A lot of this is going to depend on who you are. Now for me, I'm a pretty hardcore, so I'm probably going to end up getting EA Access and all that bunch of stuff. But for a lot of you guys, it may not be worth it, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on in the video. But first, we're going to go ahead and talk about what you actually get with EA Access, how you can save some pretty pennies on Heat, etc, etc. So what do you actually get, with EA Access? Well, if you buy EA Access, you'll get the trial, the Play First trial on November the 5th. That is 3 days earlier than the normal game. You'll also receive a 10% discount on Need for Speed Heat, although you also can get a very similar discount on Need for Speed Payback if you already have that. If you go Need for Speed Payback, go onto the store, you can press a few buttons and you actually get a discount over there. I would show you video of it, but I don't have the game installed. And then if you have their Premier service of EA Access, you'll be able to actually get the full game unlocked on PC. That's not applicable to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. That's only on PC. If you have, I think it's called EA Origin, Premier. As well as that, there's also a deluxe version of the game and the standard edition of the game. With the deluxe edition of the game, you get multiple Kaizel cars. This one was one, for example, the Evo, that was in screenshots. A few of them have been in screenshots, a few of them haven't. This was another one that was in screenshots. This is the Corvette that you'll get with the Kaizel kit on. For those that don't know, Kaizel is one of the vehicle designers over at Ghost, or was, he's now left since then, as well as a 5% rep bonus and a 5% bank bonus. However, if you pre-order the standard version, you'll just get the Evo, and that'll be a starter car, so just in case you didn't already know. Then as a loyalty bonus, if you paid, 2015 in Payback, you'll actually be getting license plates this time around, which is really cool. So if you played any of these 3 games, you'll actually be getting a custom license plate, just to say that you're a fan, you're a loyal fan, you played the other games. It'll probably be something like this. They actually did this in Payback. You got a 2015 looking, license plate for doing that, which is pretty cool. And it's no different this time around, except you're going to get a Payback one. But to be honest, if I see any of my subscribers using the Payback license plate, you'll be kicked from my club. And that pretty much rounds it up for everything you need to know about EA Access. Now we're actually going to go ahead and talk about, is it worth it? Should you bother? Before we go any further though, I do want to say make sure to go ahead and subscribe. There's going to be so much Need for Speed Heat content over the next few weeks. As you've probably already guessed from the past few days, I've been uploading so much. So make sure to go ahead, stay tuned. Hopefully Ghost can give me an early code. Please, Ghost, give me an early code. I'm begging for you. So this really depends on who you are as a player, who you are, what if you've got a full-time job and stuff like that. All of this kind of matters, really. So we're going to go through each individual way of playing the game and what I would recommend for that player. Let's start off with early access. Now, early access, I would recommend to the player who is unsure about the game or very eager. If you're in the middle and you kind of already know you're going to play the game, but you're low on funds, I wouldn't advise getting the play early access deal. Now, the reason for this, if you're not really sure about the game, you've seen gameplay, but you're still not quite there yet, instead of paying full price for the full game, get the trial and figure out what you think about it. If you're that player, then, the trial's going to be around for a while anyway. It's not going to go anywhere. After the 8th of November, the trial's still going to be there with EA Access. So my advice would be, buy EA Access for 1 month and test out the game. If you like it, you're going to get a 10% discount, which is great. If not, then you kind of cut your losses, really. The other person that I would recommend to getting any type of EA Access deal would be the hardcore player. If you intend on playing Need for Speed Heat hard, like I'm sure a lot of the people on the channel are, it's a no-brainer. Go ahead and get it. It makes so much sense for you. Plus, if you are that hardcore player and, you're going to buy Need for Speed Heat anyway, having the 10% discount is fantastic, and it's only going to help, a lot with you buying the game. So those are the 2 types of people that I would recommend, early access or play early or whatever you want to call it, to, basically. To everyone else, I would say stick with the full normal retail release on November the 8th. If you are gonna get Need for Speed Heat regardless, and you're certain of it, and you don't really have the urge to play it early, or even if you do but you're low on funds, I'd say just wait till November 8th. It's only 3 days, especially if you don't have a lot of time. If you're in school or you're working, etc., and you don't have a lot of time, you're not going to make the most out of those 3 days early. For me, I'm not doing anything. I could probably sit down and run through 10 hours within a day. But if you don't have the capacity to, you know, separate those hours into the 3 days and really make the most of it, there's not really any point. Once you kind of made that decision of whether you're going to make the play early leap or not, it's whether you buy the deluxe edition and the standard edition. Now, they haven't released any news about the Kaizo kits, whether they're going to be coming out free after the pre-order bonuses and whatnot. I would hope so at some point down the line they're going to be coming there. But the only real recommendation I would make to anyone for buying the deluxe edition is if you really, really care about those body kits. If you really care about those body kits, go ahead and buy the deluxe. If not, just buy the standard and save yourself the extra 20, 30 quid or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure in previous games they've had deluxe upgrades, so if you know in the future you want those kits really, really badly, you can still upgrade, like it's not the end of the world. But that's the only kind of reason I would recommend you to do so. Another thing with the Kaizo kits, I'm like pretty sure you can't customize them, but don't kind of hold me to that. And that rounds it up for this video. Hopefully this helps a few of you guys that were stuck between making the decision of deluxe or standard or early access or not early access. Hopefully that's kind of made it a little bit easier for you. Hopefully I'll be getting my hands on the game in the next few days. I honestly need the game in my life right now. I'm so bored. I have nothing to play. Forza's not quite doing it for me at the moment. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that we'll get it in the next few days. I can start making videos on it. Oh my god. Anyway, that's been it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have an awesome day. Safe and peace.